Sunday, the 22nd of March. People, I want to talk about something. I want to talk about Social Security. And I want to talk about Social Security because I wonder what is your perspective and what do you think about Social Security? So first, I'm going to give you an understanding of the word social. Social is not private. Social don't care about you. Social, you don't set the rules for social. Social is designed primarily to control you. This is why individuals don't look at welfare or child support or Section 8. They look at it as, well, we need these programs to help us. It's a social program, meaning there's a lot of rules to control you that comes with it. I'm not talking about the fact if it's needed or not, okay? So just calm down. Back in the day, people, they worked and they secured a pension. And this is why we've all heard it. I'm 57, people my age. We all heard it. Put $5 away for 30 years and you'll have. We all heard this. But then there was people that said, nope, I'm not going to do that. These people said, nah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. They put their energy into other things. And said, nope, Social Security will do me just fine. People, I know individuals that retired in the early 90s, getting $1,000 a month Social Security. That's all the income they have. You are subjecting yourself to catastrophic failure. And you could come up with any narrative as to why you're in that situation. But me personally, I will never believe somebody lived their entire life and that was the only results. So if you want to use that, let me shoot that theory down by saying this. If you was to have taken all the energy that it took you to say, I don't give a fuck. If you was to take all the energy that you used to gossip, and as Dame Dash said, be a chatty patty, you would have been in a better situation. The social program has a weird name, last name. It's called Social Security. I just don't see what it's securing. So I'm going to say this. People, I looked up how much I was getting for Social Security, and it said when I retire at 67, I was getting a little over $2,000. I'm going to get, excuse me. In the 90s, that was cool. And that's not where it's at now. I put things in my place. I got 2 IULs, amongst other things, to see to it that I don't find myself in a jam when I get older. I'm old now, but I did that. All right. There are people that don't understand economics. Social Security is supposed to be supplemental income, not your only. The unfortunate perspective and narrative that has happened into this country in parallel to the job market, and when individuals talk about the job market, I'm so dumbfounded as to how they blaming stuff on Trump, when in fact, when you look at the North America Free Trade Agreement, that was the demise of the country. And I've learned something in the last 2.5 months. And I have been wasting my entire life talking to people, again, that instead of them saying, wow, I didn't know that, they would come with a dumb narrative. So this is why I just do group chats now. I don't talk to nobody personally no more. This is why I never did group chats and, hey, I'm watching this. And of course, I don't talk to people personally no more. I get it. I'm the big bad wolf. I'm the big bad pain man. I'm pain man. But let's talk about pain right quick. Let me say this. There's a group, Naughty by Nature, and they made a song called Craziest. And when the song first comes on, there's a demonic voice and it's saying, "Why are you so upset? What's behind this anger? Why are you so rebellious? What are you thinking?" My thought says, "Thunder bitches, the sons of bitches." You know the song. And I realized why a lot of people are crazy. I realized that a lot of people don't release their anger. There's a lot of people that talk and they're angry about something, but they need that social perspective to execute their anger. So when something is said socially, they use that as an out for their pain. People, I'm hurt. I have been hurt, excuse me. I'm not hurt by rising prices of electricity. I'm not hurt by rising prices. I'm not hurt by the cost of living. I'm not hurt by that. But my pain has a resolution. So by the end of next year, I'm going to be in another country. And I'm going to be in another country because they don't have a social climate like America has a social climate. I've been watching videos for the last year or so now, and I'm back on Panama. And I'm like, you know what? David, Panama, that's it. That's where I'm going. And when I listen to the videos and look at the people there, I looked at a video, a woman that was in her 70s, retired and moved over to Panama and was walking down the road and fell, and the whole village just came and helped her, this and that. And she was like, I don't know nobody. And I was like, wow, that's another story. And I was like, wow. But I am best suited from the personal perspective. So if you look at my personal life, I did well. I did what you're supposed to do. I am successful. Not from the money side of it. I have a lot of toys. I have a lot of things to ride on. When it's a sunny day like it is today, I can drop the top. I can ride this. This one has a 5-speed. This one is an automatic. This bike has a motor on it. This bike is an electric bike, and I have a scooter. It's just I have a great out. And there are people that don't have that. They don't have it. Again, in the 90s, people that retired in the 90s were probably getting $2,100, $2,200, $2,500 a month Social Security. That was appropriate then. It's not going to work now. And it's amazing because, again, these people are so upset, and again, they release their anger from a social perspective. There's something that didn't align. Now, I'm not here to say all the things that I did to see to it that I don't be part of this situation. I'm just here to say what you need to do in your life, what your life is because a lot of people mismistake the way I talk for me being hurt and me being angry. Okay. But you never hear me talking about the price of nothing. I know what will satisfy my hurt. And that is, again, get out of this country and go to a place where there's a very low social signature, not with booty out niggas, not with the sisterhood, not with the love for a bum ass nigga. And I'm going to go left for a second. And all the times that I was doing videos, I got one character, Mufi, and Mufi calls in, and Mufi, he's a booty out nigga. I have never had a booty out nigga come up under my shit and say, fuck you, nigga. I talk about motherfuckers that got 5 kids by 5 different women, at least twice to maybe 3 times a week. Never had an individual come under my video and say, hey man, fuck you, nigga. But for some reason, when I say something about women, the ones that don't always seem to have something to say. There's a term, and that term is hit dogs bark. And indeed they do. They always bark. Hit dogs always bark. There's a text message. Oh, I'm sorry. Hit dogs holler. Okay, I'm sorry. Hit dogs always holler. I'm sorry. I'm not up with the nigger terms and the bullshit. I crack myself up. But when it comes to Social Security, what's your plan? Because if we all stop for a moment, let me stop. I'm not even going to say that. For all the individuals that understand that their life is 100% on them and not the government to create a program, which in fact is going to blow up our economy, the economy that we don't have because of NAFTA, that tariffs is the answer. Let me say it. You don't understand NAFTA. NAFTA is the North America Free Trade Agreement. This is why Ford moved out. This is why you go to Detroit, there are no car companies there no more. They went to Mexico, and all the Mexicans are getting all the money and it's and all that. That's why I'm confused as to why all the big auto manufacturers went to those countries. Then the Democrats allowed those people to come in here. It's like all the companies went to Mexico. But again, I realized that people don't have the intellect to understand this. And tariffs is saying, okay, Ford, you went and moved to Mexico. Now, to get that car to be sold here in America, you have to pay more money. Ford said, okay, I'm just playing. I'm coming back. That another story. But when it comes to your plan, your social plan, because I started my company back up, Pro Se Legal Services. I started it back up the first week of this month. We're in March. And it did well. I charged, we had 6 clients. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm like, what do I do with this? Pay the house off. And it is just amazing to talk to a lot of people who have a lot of pain that they're hiding behind. And, listen, I got my social family, people that I don't even know. But when you go on anything and you say something jacked up, here I come. Yo, you, blah, blah, blah. That's me. I don't have it privately. Don't want it privately here in America. I'm cool. I will get it when I leave. But I can truly say today on this 22nd of March, I have a heart, and it's unfortunate to see a lot of people living their lives broken. And the most shameful thing on top of that is instead of them socially, because everybody's living socially, they're not trying to teach the young, whether they create an AI video channel or just a newsletter to help people understand. It's amazing to watch people keep everything bottled up and allow it to destroy their personal life because they choose not to and execute everything socially. When you hear me speak, you hear somebody that speaks a lot of his personal issues on a social level to teach. When individuals rebuttal what I say, they're hiding from a social perspective about personal issues. Bye.